Hello, 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 hello. This is Freedom Gundam Cast episode 3. Okay. Let's play some Deep Rock Galactic.
Rock and stone, brother!
Weekly core hunt. Until I get them all. Yuck, yuck,
For
yuck.
rock and stone!
I'm a viewer. It's good. I'll be scout.
Yeah, I got a grappling hook. What are you gonna do about it?
Catch me! Galaxy's finest!
Drop sequence initiating. Fasten your seatbelts.
Rock solid! Air!
God damn.
Rock! No way! Let's drop. Roll deep, rise high.
My game crash or is it dark under? Okay.
Don't let the monster get me!
Oh yeah. Let's get it.
Heads up! This is useless. Want something? There's a snack. Oh! Order! Kill it! Kill it before it gets away! Armor!
The gold bug went away.
Lloyd! Let's get where more ready. Roll it.
Stay clear from the impact.
Connect the pipelines to the pump jack and let's get the extraction started.
Let's extract more kite.
Worthless, but fun to destroy.
Where'd that go?
locked and loaded. Come again.
I'm mining for gold, mining for gold. I'm a gold miner.
Don't got room for more.
It's dark as shit.
I think we're actually doing alright so far.
Me too, me too. Me too.
As good as it gets.
Pretty as a picture.
The gears are turning.
Whoa! Oh, that was cool. Ah! I'm sure there's some flea markets in Louisiana.
Pump jack connected to refinery.
Have some good DVDs or whatever, like some old cartoons.
Never felt better.
Need 4 more Ebonites, even whatever. This dude just came out of nowhere.
I die a little inside every time I have to take out a loop.
One down, more to go.
Follow you? Okay.
I feel more alive.
Is either 2? Yeah.
Rock and
Could be
stone.
easy. And you gotta bring it up all the way up here.
Sorry. Your own fault for being full of goodies.
And they all went all the way down there. Give me that.
You black with cave
Oh,
brain.
almost had it.
Your side. Point, sir.
Lighting up. Feel much better now.
I saw something. I don't know what I saw.
I was born ready.
Okay. It's dead, I take it.
Hello. Why does it feel like I'm the only one building the pipeline?
I do think it's kind of sad that JFS King Cobra died. I mean, they're just fans, right? Just door dashing them like large amounts of alcohol. I mean, I know you could do that for streamers, but that's kind of terrible. I don't really think the dude was a bad guy, just kind of quirky, I guess.
Clunk, clunk, clunk it up.
All lights read green. Pipelines and pump jacks are all in place, and the liquid morkite is waiting. Return to the refinery and start up the pump sequence. Well
Kinda like how you're like doing like the stuff in the sewers in Teen Mutant Ninja Turtles, like the 90s TV show. Not the live action one with the Dragon Lord or whatever dude. Like some Power Rangers shit.
Nitro has been withdrawn and supply pod is inbound.
No, let's start then.
The liquid morkite is being extracted. Refinery and all pump jacks are working at full capacity.
Why are you running this way?
The noise will draw in the locals, so stay on your toes and do what you can to protect and maintain the equipment. Incoming wave.
Let's get it! All the dead bugs. Alright. That's it? This should be our last one, unless there's something else. Take that.
Keep on fighting. More bugs coming your way.
Oh, look at that. Oh, let's go, let's get it. Yeah, I figured it was gonna stop. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Pipeline functional again. However, we still have malfunctions in the system.
Where's the other one? Is it this way?
Incoming swarm. Show them your dwarves.
Dwarves.
Pump sequence at 75%. Let's squeeze those wells dry.
Let me go to this one. One down, two to go. Cool. Fuck. I really do want to play Helldivers too. Launch it! Launch it!
Fly, baby, fly.
Let's go! Why are they all the way over there? Common soul.
Think you can kill me? Well, think again.
Ooh. Oh my god. So come on, the only ones that made it. Yeah, what the heck?
This is the right stuff.
What's this? Rock and stone, yeah!
Rock and stone, you beautiful dwarf.
You're getting closer to
Rock and stone!
If you don't rock and stone, you ain't coming home.
Pretty much. Rock and stone, brother. Okay, archive.today. Israel approves vast West Bank settlement plan that far-right ministers said practically erases the two-state delusion. The plan, known as E1, had been delayed for 2 decades. By Grace Gilson, August 20th, 2025, 6:40 p.m. This is the www.jta.org. Israel has approved a long-delayed settlement project that would build 3,400 housing units for Jews in the West Bank, a move that both its backers and its many critics say would undercut Palestinian ambitions to control the region. The E1 project would expand Jewish settlements on a stretch of land east of Jerusalem, effectively bisecting the West Bank and limiting Palestinian neighborhoods of Jerusalem from growing. Proposed decades ago but never finalized, the plan was abruptly moved forward this month by Israel's far-right finance minister Bezalel Smotrich, and it received final approval Wednesday from the Defense Ministry Planning Committee. Smotrich described the plan as a significant step that practically erases the two-state delusion and apparent rebuke of plans by some countries to recognize Palestinian statehood this fall. The Palestinian state is being erased from the table, not with slogans but with actions, Smotrich continued. Every settlement, every neighborhood, every housing is another nail in the coffin of this dangerous idea. The settlement plan has drawn widespread condemnation, including from the United Nations, the European Union, and several Arab countries, which decried the plan for breaching international law. Liberal Jewish groups in the United States and Israel have also denounced it. But a crucial roadblock, discouragement from the United States, was lifted last week when Ambassador Mike Huckabee said the United States would not oppose E1. Huckabee is a longtime supporter of Israeli settlements in the West Bank. The plan's approval comes amid a sharp increase in violence against Palestinians in the West Bank by Israeli settlers. So, sounds like a bad idea, but they're going to approve it anyway. I mean, they've been doing it since World War II.
Rock solid!
Rock solid. Rock and stone, brother.
I can get anywhere, anytime.
Are we gonna load in or what? I'm guessing soon.
some action.
Supplies are on the way.
Zippity. That's freedom.
Ah!
Eliminated.
I don't know why I took that thing though. It wasn't even hurting me.
Took out a loot bubble.
Got some loot from that loot box, that's good.
Like that! Rock and stone!
Where am I going? Okay.
My life for rock and stone!
Oh. We only got this far? Okay.
Rock and stone to the bone. I needed that.
Let's go, let's go.
I want to punch the guy in R&D who programmed Molly. Sentry gun needs assembly.
Let's assemble it then, come on, bruh.
One sentry gun ready to be built.
Let's get it.
Rock and stone! To the stone, you
For
beautiful
those about to rock and stone, we salute
rock and stone!
my life for rock and stone. Right here. Sticky grenade. Bug trap 2.0.
Oh. No. I'm still gonna catch all Solo in season 2. I'll probably watch the rest of that tonight. I don't know why everyone's hating on it. I mean, the dude starts out black pill, then he's trying to, like, to struggle to pay for his mom's medical care and sister going to high school and then public college, so yeah. In season 2, when he gets asked if he wants his sister to become a hunter, he's like, oh no, like, that was even pretty dangerous to me at the beginning. He's probably thinking she can't handle it or something. He just doesn't want her going through the same stuff he did. Yeah, we're always on maintenance duty on the drill elevator level. And one of my coworkers, who apparently get a military vet, he said he used to play video, he just doesn't do it as often. It's like, yeah. But then he told me his kids are growing up, so I'm like, oh, well, you gotta properly look after, so yeah. And one kid is still in school. One of the coworkers is like mid-50s, he's always like cooking, like bringing like sausages, or he's bringing like sweet potato mash or whatever. Shit always smells so good. He had some kind of like blueberry sausage he was like cooking, like that he brought to work like Wednesday night. I don't know why YouTubers always complain about how there's never a good anime game, but they only support like the fighting ones and stuff. They don't play the utility games, which are like real-time strategy without like, you know, not like Warhammer strategy, but like, you know, like Final Fantasy VII Remake strategy, I guess. Kind of like how not every Dragon Ball game is gonna be like, you know, like a fighting one, like Kakarot wasn't. That's kind of fun. You find some of the same enemies when it's not like it's not the story. Yeah, I mean, you can refight Frieza multiple times. It's just gonna be like higher levels and stuff. Though it looks like you're hacking a game. I don't think you're gonna be able to beat him if you're like under level. Unless you're just, I don't know, blocking and just using melee attacks or melee basics. Oop. Ah! I fell. I saw something on Telegram where some guy was like denied entry some country because he had a picture of like a Brown Dust 2 like fictional character on his phone. It's like people forget there were games like MySpace back in the day and like Facebook. Are you gonna arrest people for having like pictures they like of like the games they play or something? I always find it funny how women nowadays always want like sugar daddy and stuff, but like you never find like a sugar mom. Like they always want that, but like you can't find one for you or something. They always just want guys to pay their bills, but they don't even want to meet you for like coffee, like ice cream or something.
Catch me!
Whee! And if you, any of the FPS like YouTubers or whatever playing the that side too, I guess. I mean, that's an FPS. I mean, it's not like Call of Duty. And then you had that guy that was trans get like caught cheating using hacks. He's like, "Oh, but I'm trans." I'm like, "Oh, we should just forgive that." It's like, no, it's still cheating. I mean, it wasn't like a turn where like esports or whatever, but still. And then keep hearing Asmongold say like, "Oh, well, you know, at a high level, like everyone's damn near a cheater." So like, what? It's Birdman supposed to be a cheater, even though he says a lot of the guys playing against him are hackers.
Bloody sod it! And here I just polish my beat.
Oh, wrong gun.
I was born ready.
Wrong gun.
Rock and stone!
That was quick. Let's go.
Great team effort.
Rock and stone, brother! Come on, guys! Rock and stone!
Be like a stone.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul dons hijab, freakout ensues. By Infowars.com, August 1st, 2025, 8:23 p.m. And you can find this on archive.is. Internet users freaked out after images of Democrat New York Governor Kathy Hochul circulated showing her wearing a hijab during a funeral service. The image posted to X Thursday by Hochul came as she attended the mosque funeral of slain New York Police Department officer Daidarul Islam, a Muslim who died earlier this week after confronting a gunman who entered the Blackstone building and killed 4 people. The New York governor was taken to the woodshed over the headscarf, with many calling out for pandering, playing politics, and overtly virtue signaling the Muslims. Why in the F is the governor of New York wearing a fucking hijab? Question one X user in a viral post seen over 5.3 million times. Many X users question whether she converted or is just retarded. Hochul just unlocked the Jihad cosplay achievement, one Facebook user quipped. One user claimed Hochul was respecting the wishes of the family who asked her to wear a hijab. It was requested by the family that all females attending the funeral wear a head covering. I'm no fan of her, but she's honoring the family's request. But another user pointed out women are likely ordered to sit in a different area of the mosque. Notice the lack of other women at the service. That's because all of them has sit in a different section of the mosque, separate from male mourners, and not visible to them. That includes his female family members and co-workers. They made an exception for Kathy. Evers pointed out various U.S. leaders, including President Donald Trump, have donned headwear like a yarmulke when visiting Israel in observation of local customs. Hochul also quoted the Quran at one point. Hochul has previously parented the Muslims by celebrating World Hijab Day. On World Hijab Day, we stand solidly with our Muslim sisters who choose to wear the hijab. New York's diversity has always been extreme. Together, we will always promote respect, inclusion, religious freedom in the face of hate. However, when it comes to her actual religion, supposedly Christian, she uses it to push compliance with the state, like when she told Christian worshippers the COVID-19 vaccine able to deliver straight from God. Oh yeah, so she's a commie governor. Tons of the male and female. The next Israeli-Iran war is coming. Both countries' strategic calculus suggests it will be even more violent. By Trita Parsay, the executive vice president of the Quincy Institute for Responsible Statecraft. FP. Oh yeah, this is the foreignpolicy.com I've archived at archive.is. You can find this article on archive.today or archive.is, and it's the foreignpolicy.com. August 11th, 2025, 11:55 a.m. Israel is likely to launch another war with Iran before December, perhaps even as early as late August. Iran expecting and preparing for the attack. It played a long game in the first war, pacing its missile attacks as it anticipated a protracted conflict. In the next round, however, Iran is likely to strike decisively from the outset, aiming to dispel any notion it could be subdued under Israeli military dominance. As a result, the coming war will likely be far bloodier than the first. If U.S. President Donald Trump caves to Israeli pressure again and joins the fight, the United States could face a full-blown war if Iran don't make Iraq look easy by comparison. Israel's June war was never solely about Iran's nuclear program. Rather, it was about shifting the balance of power in the Middle East, with Iranian nuclear capabilities being an important but not decisive factor. For more than 2 decades, Israel has pushed the United States to take military action against Iran to weaken and restore a favorable regional balance, one that Israel cannot achieve on its own. In this context, Israel strikes at 3 main objectives beyond weakening Iran's nuclear infrastructure. It sought to draw the United States into direct military conflict with Iran, to decapitate the Iranian regime, and to turn the country into the next Syria or Lebanon, countries that Israel can bomb with impunity and without any U.S. involvement. Only one of the 3 goals was realized. What's more, Trump did not obliterate Iran's nuclear program, nor has it been set back to the point where the issue can be considered resolved. In other words, with its June attacks, Israel achieved a partial victory at best. Its preferred outcome was for Trump to fully engage, targeting both Iran's conventional forces and economic infrastructure. But while Trump's swift, decisive military action, while Trump favors swift, decisive military action, he fears full-scale war. His strategy of attacking Iran's nuclear facilities was thus designed to limit escalation rather than expand it. In the short term, Trump succeeded, much to Israel's chagrin, but in the long term, he's allowed Israel to trap in an escalatory cycle. His refusal to escalate beyond a limited bombing campaign was a key reason that Israel agreed to a ceasefire. As the war continued, Israel took serious losses. Its air defenses were degraded, and Iran grew more effective at penetrating them with its missiles. While Israel would have likely continued the conflict, the United States had fully committed. The calculus changed, which it became clear that Trump's strikes were one-off. Israel succeeded in drawing Trump and the United States into the war, but it failed to keep them there. Israel's other 2 objectives, however, were clear failures. Despite early intelligence successes such as killing 30 senior commanders and 19 nuclear scientists, it was only able to temporarily disrupt Iranian command and control. Within 18 hours, Iran replaced most, if not all, of its commanders and launched a heavy missile barrage, demonstrating its ability to absorb significant losses and still mount a fierce counterattack. Israel had hoped its initial strikes would incite panic within the Iranian regime and hasten its collapse. According to the Washington Post, Mossad agents fluent in Persian called senior Iranian officials on their cell phones, threatening to kill them and their families unless they filmed videos denouncing the regime and publicly defecting. More than 20 such calls were made in the war's early hours, when Iran's ruling elite was still in shock and reeling from significant losses. Yet there's no evidence a single Iranian general capitulated to the threats, and the regime's cohesion remained intact. Contrary to Israel's expectations, the killing of senior commanders from the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps did not lead to mass protests or an uprising against the Islamic Republic. Instead, Iranians of all political stripes rallied around the flag, if not the regime itself, as a wave of nationalism surged across the country. Israel could not capitalize on the Iranian regime's broad unpopularity. After nearly 2 years of committing atrocities in Gaza and launching a deceptive attack on Iran amid nuclear negotiations. Stop. Dude, stop.
We'll do it tomorrow. You sheets new clothes, okay?
No.
Together, yeah.
No.
Tomorrow.
Mass protests and uprising against the Islamic Republic. Instead, Iranians of all political stripes rallied around the flag, if not the regime itself, as a wave of nationalism surged across the country. Israel could not capitalize on the Iranian regime's broader unpopularity after nearly 2 years of committing atrocities in Gaza and launching a deceptive attack on Iran amid nuclear negotiations. Only a small segment of Iranians, mostly in the diaspora, view Israel positively. Indeed, instead of mobilizing the population against the regime, Israel managed to give a new lease on life to the Islamic Republic's narrative. Rather than condemning the regime for investing in a nuclear program, missiles, and a network of allied non-state actors, many Iranians are now angry that these elements of Iran's deterrence proved insufficient. I used to be one of those who would chant during protests not to send Iranian money to Lebanon and Palestine, but now I understand that the bombs we all face are one. If we don't have strong defenses across the region, the war comes of us. An artist in Tehran told Nargis Bajogli, a professor at Johns Hopkins University. Whether this shift will last is unclear, but in the short term, Israel's attacks appear to have paradoxically strengthened the Iranian regime, tightening internal cohesion and narrowing the gap between state and society. Israel also failed to turn Iran into a second series and establish sustainable aerial dominance independent of U.S. support. While Israel controlled Iranian airspace during the war, it did not operate with impunity. Iran's missile response inflicted unsustainable damage. Without substantial U.S. assistance, including the use of 25% of the United States THAAD missile interceptors in just 12 days, Israel might have been unable to continue the war. This makes a new Israeli offensive likely. Both Defense Minister Israel Katz and Military Chief of Staff Ayal Zamir have signaled as much. The June war was just the first phase, according to Zamir, who added that Israel is now entering a new chapter of the conflict. Regardless of whether Iran resumes uranium enrichment, Israel is determined to deny at time to replenish its missile arsenal, or start air defenses, or deploy improved systems. That logic is central to Israel's mowing the grass strategy: strike preventively and repeatedly to prohibit adversaries from developing capabilities that would challenge Israeli military dominance. This means that with Iran already rebuilding its military resources, Israel has an incentive to strike sooner rather than later. What's more, the political calculus around another attack becomes much more complicated once the United States enters its midterm election season. As a result, a strike could very well take place within the coming months. This, of course, is the outcome that Iranian leaders want to deter. To dispel any illusion that Israel's mowing the grass strategy works, Iran is likely to strike hard and fast as the onset of the next war. If aggression is repeated, we will not hesitate to react in a more decisive manner in a way that will be impossible to cover up. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi posted on X. Iranian leaders believe the cost to Israel must be overwhelming, or else it will gradually erode Iran's missile capabilities and leave the country defenseless. While the June war ended inconclusively, the outcome of the next one will hinge on which side learns much and acts faster. Can Israel replenish its interceptors faster than Iran can rebuild its launches and restock its missile arsenal? Does Mossad still have a deep presence inside Iran, or are most of its agents spent suit of regime collapse during the First War? Has Iran gained more insight into penetrating Israel's air defenses than Israel has into closing its gaps? For now, neither side can answer these questions with confidence. It is precisely because Iran cannot be certain that a more forceful response will neutralize Israel's strategy that is likely to reassess its nuclear posture, especially now that other pillars of its deterrence, including the so-called acts of resistance and nuclear ambiguity, have proven sufficient. Trump's response to a second Israeli war from Iran may prove decisive. He appears unwilling to engage in a prolonged conflict. Politically, his initial strikes triggered a civil war within the MAGA movement. Militarily, the 12-day war exposed critical gaps in the United States missile stockpile. Both Trump and former U.S. President Joe Biden drained a substantial portion of U.S. air defense interceptors in the region he neither considers vital to core U.S. interests. Yet by greenlighting the opening salvo, Trump has walked into Israel's trap, and it's unclear whether he can find a way out. Especially he clings to zero enrichment as the baseline for a deal with Iran. Limited engagement likely no longer an option. Trump will have to either fully join the war or sit out. And staying out requires more than a one-time refusal. It demands sustained resistance to Israeli pressure, something he has so far shown neither the will nor the strength to pull off. So Iran's definitely gonna have to get some decisive hits in the next time the war starts off piss real.
Give me an R, give me an S, give me a rock, and
I mean, the last time they were pretty much jump a bunch of bombs. I mean, violating Iraq's Air Force Jordans, even though Jordan's pretty much a vassal of United States of America. So is Qatar, for that matter. Qatar or Qatar, however you say it.
Darkness ain't nothing.
I mean, people that like Israel was only bombing Iran for the take out their nuclear enrichment sites. You know, they're going for regime change, like what they did in Libya and Syria and Lebanon. Are you serious?